A very good morning to my dear children. Children, today we are beginning with the chapter 10, Caring for People. Children, caring is a very beautiful feeling. We all care for our loved ones. Your parents love you, so they care for you. You love your parents, so you care for them. And it is caring only that produces the feelings of love and happiness in our life. So we should all enjoy this beautiful feeling of caring, sharing, love and happiness in our life. Without this, our life becomes meaningless. So before beginning the chapter, there is a nice story written in the beginning of the chapter. I am going to read it for you. Let's enjoy. Once there was a selfish giant. He built high walls around his garden to stop children from entering it. But after he did so, his garden became a cold desert. Nobody was coming there in his garden after that. The trees stopped flowering and the birds stopped singing. Soon he realized that he needed to share his garden with other people in order to be a happy person. So like the giant, children, we need to share our lives with others to enjoy happiness in our life. Because we can't be happy unless the people around us are happy. So what can you do to make other people happy? So here we go. The first point is helping younger children. How can you help children who are younger than you? For this, try to remember the ways in which you needed help when you were a child. And then you can easily know how you can help them. Suppose if you have a brother or sister who is younger than you can ask your parents to help them. You can play with them. You can arrange their things. You can help them in putting on clothes, in arranging their toys. You can help them in their studies. There are many ways in which you can help your younger brother and sisters. You can also help them find their ways around the school or neighborhood. So children, start helping your younger brother and sisters from now onward. Second point we have is caring for the old people. As young children need care, similarly old people do need so. Because old people becomes forgetful with age. They need somebody to remind them to do their regular things like taking medicines and other things. With age, it also happens that our eyesight becomes weak. We cannot read or watch TV for a long time. Also, some people become unsteady on their feet and need somebody to help them when they go outdoors. There are many other ways, children, in which you can help old people. You can do a few things for them. For example, if your grandparents are living with you, you can chat with them. You can read out to them newspaper, holy books, whatever they wish. You can arrange their things, or you can remind them to take their medicines on time. You can also help old people living in your neighborhood. Next point is caring for the sick people. Children, when we are ill, we need special care. When sick people are in hospital, doctors and nurses take care of them. Even so, they need friends and relatives to cheer them up and do small things for them. When someone at home falls sick, you can help out them in several ways. Like you can get them their food, you can clear up after they have finished eating. You can arrange their things, you can arrange their bed, You can make them feel better by just being with them, chatting, reading out, or playing games with them. When your friends fall ill, let them know that you care. You care for them by visiting them or calling them up. You can help them in their studies also, in completing their pending work. So, in this way, there are many ways by which we can help sick people around us. Next is special people. Children, some people are blind, some deaf, and some are mute. That's why they have some special problems, and such people are known as special people because they need special care. So we should do special things for them in order to help them, in order to make them happy. We need to do some special things for them. Children who are blind, deaf, or mute have other special needs for study. That's why they need special schools to study. Blind children read books printed in Braille. Braille is a method for blind people. By this way, blind people can read very easily because the letters in such books are made up of raised dots. The blind people, they can read such kind of books by putting their hands on the letters, by filling the letters with their hands. And the person who came up with this way of printing was Louis Braille. He became blind when he was only 3 years old. So to help other blind people, he invented such kind of method. Isn't it interesting, children? And there is one more person. Its name is Helen Keller, who helped a lot of people with special needs. Helen Keller became blind and deaf when she was very young. That's why she could neither see nor hear people. So she could not speak to them either, because we learn to speak by listening to others. Then what happened? She got a very loving teacher who taught her to read and type Braille. And when Helen grew up, she learned to speak to other deaf and blind people by making signs on the back of their hands. Because people who are deaf and mute use a sign language. They make signs with their hands and arms to show what they want to say. But children, those who are blind, they cannot see even these signs. So they have to feel the signs made on the back of their hands or on their back even. And Helen Keller spent her entire life working for people with special needs. So we should always help people with special needs. There are many ways in which we can do it. We can help them to cross streets, to find addresses, and get on buses and cars. Okay, children? So we should always be kind to the people of special needs. Next point is working for the community. A community is a group of people living in the same locality, means living at the same place. Some people work to help the community. A person may do this on his or her own, or a person may join an organization also that helps others. Such organizations are called NGOs. NGOs full form is non-governmental organizations. Such kind of organizations are not a part of government. Rather, they are run with the money given to them by people. And some NGOs work only in towns or states, and some NGOs work across countries or even the world. And Rotary International, Child Rights in You, and HelpAge India are some such kind of organization who help other people across the country or even in the entire world. Next point to discuss here is adoption. What is adoption, children? some children lose their parents in an accident or due to some illness. It's quite unfortunate that the children lose their parents in very young age and then they become orphans. Some orphans are brought up by their close relatives. Otherwise, the orphans are sent in orphanage. They grow up in a home which is made for orphans, which is called as orphanage. An orphanage is maybe run by government or by an NGO. Some people adopt a child from an orphanage. It is a very kind activity. And then they become the official parents of that child. And this way the child gets a home, the child gets the parents and the happiness in his life. The new parents love the child like their own child. So this was the last point of your chapter, children. With this, your chapter is finished. I hope this is clear to you. The chapter was very easy and full of love and caring kind of values only. Enjoy the chapter. Thank you, children.